Let's see here. I think that looks okay. All right, don't know if that lighting looks good or not. Don't know. I don't think it does. All right. I am making a quick shake because I need to get to the gym ASAP. Only have a couple hours to record. We're going to be doing a quick protein shake, blended one with fruit. This is my favorite medley. This is from Publix. It has mango, pineapple, grapes, strawberries, yes, and peaches. I love peaches. Peaches are my favorite. What I'm adding in, I was trying this company just because they have it's transparent labs like that. Very little ingredients list. Point, pretty cool. They're the ones that I was saying that's just not very sweet. I like Bucked Up protein powder more because it's so sweet. It has deer antler velvet in it as well, which is supposed to have all sorts of things that help with testosterone. Hence the deer and Bucked Up. I got their collagen peptides. I'm trying this out now. I just want to see what I think of it. Just adds another 10 grams of protein, only 40 calories. And we'll see if that makes any difference in my skin, nails, hair, whatever. Whatever collagen's supposed to do. This is creatine. I just sort of buy whatever's the cheapest on the internet. And Bucked Up, unfortunately, even with my code LeoLife1 for 20% off, I get a kickback. Thank you very much. Even with the 20% off, I think Bucked Up is still more expensive than this. This Jack Factory, it's just Amazon product. And then I'm gonna do, this serving says 140 grams. It's only 70 calories. I think I might do 240 grams. So we're gonna weigh it out on our scale here. Almost 280 on the dot. Fucking amazing, guys. Always amazing. All right, not just showing off my sexy titties. I just did, I'm trying out, instead of just moisturizing with lotion, I want to start using baby oil. And what's good about oil-based moisturizers is that they lock in water better than your water-based. I do 10 grams of protein because your boy is 190 pounds. I feel like I need a little bit more than the average human. Every time I make a protein shake, always do 2 scoops. This 1 scoop thing, you literally double the protein. I mean, 50 grams of protein in 1 shake. That really helps out with, this is just vanilla. This is really, and this is unflavored. Really helps out with getting your protein intake for the day. I'm trying to do 200 grams a day, even though I'm only 190 pounds. I'm cutting some weight right now and I want to keep as much muscle as possible. I'm not necessarily in competition prep or anything, but eating more protein doesn't necessarily have any proven side effects. There's some correlation, not causation type things. I'm gonna use my little shaker bottle here that I'm gonna have for my pre-workout because as the 400 milliliter line, I think that is the sweet spot for water to fruit ratio. The best part about using frozen fruits is now I don't need to use ice and it's preserved. Frozen fruit, actually frozen produce, has less preservatives than, and they're typically more fresh than produce that isn't. Anyway, I'm gonna go blend this real quick. It's a whole liter, god damn. Makes about 1.5 liters. If I would have just done 1 serving of the fruit, this probably would have fit, but this is definitely not now. Ooh, she tick, girl. She will tick, man. I did that. A little bit too much fruit, but it's only 140 calories for all that fruit. You saw how much I filled that up? That's crazy. Please hold. We're gonna head out now. I'm gonna make my pre-workout with Mother Bucker. I really like Woke AF, but it makes me feel the best for some reason. This has caffeine in it too. In fact, it has more caffeine, it has 400 milligrams. Kind of ridiculous, very high stem, but it's very nootropic as well. Oh, excuse me, only 300. Okay, good. This only has 300. And Woke AF has 333 milligrams. Amazing ingredients. They just literally put it all in here. It's just perfect. All right. I don't normally have protein shakes like that, frozen blended protein shakes, but I am on the go. Yeah, this is a freshie. And I already put the creatine in my frozen shake, so we're not gonna add creatine to this. I do like to have creatine pre-workout. I don't know how much it actually matters. We're gonna have to clean this mess up. Oh my God, my messy boy. All right, I'm not gonna do electrolytes in this. I think I'm gonna do some HIIT training later today. So I'll just mix, I'm distracted by but I'll do some HIIT training later and I'll add my electrolytes into that because I will be nicely dehydrated. I like to have this 30 minutes before the gym. So 10-minute ride to the gym. I'll have this 20 minutes prior to me driving to the gym, which is now. Delicioso. Alrighty. I will see you in the truck. Already got our titties out. We are doing some chest and triceps push day for you guys. For me, I am feeling the beta-alanine tickle my skin. So Bucked Up has this new pre-workout. I think it's called Ants, or there's an ant logo on it, and it's kind of making fun of the tickly feeling that you get from beta-alanine. And this ISO is a little harsh. We'll see. I have it on auto, but that might be too much. I don't know. See, then it clears up. I'm trying to stomach this shake right here. Made it so thick, too much fruit. Also, when you blend it for a long time, it aerates and gets really thick because of it turns into a different consistency instead of liquid. I could have left it a little liquidier. I have to squeeze in this workout too. I spend way too much time. There we go. And I'm trying to stop it from falling. There we go. I think that's holding it in place. Oh, and I've really been, my body is so tired. I'm having trouble waking up. This always happens on a cut, is like your body is begging you for rest. So I don't think I like how bright that is. It looks bright right here, but I wonder what it looks like. I don't understand why the auto is making it so freaking bright. I don't know if that even looks good, if you think the bright looks better. I've always felt like a little less exposure looks better. Now let's see. Wow. Never mind, that looks so much, that's actually too much. I don't know. Something I can do is I can use the ND filter to, it's like a sunglass, I can darken up the lens. When it's on auto, it makes it too bright, but this new program I'm on is actually one of my coaches later, the last coach I had was helping me with my last show, the one that recently fell through. Because of my back injury, I recommended to do shoulders, lateral delts specifically when doing push day. And the idea behind it is that we get a lot of anterior delt just from our pushing movements. So we don't really need to focus on anterior delts, especially when someone's using PEDs, because you have a lot of androgen receptors in your shoulders. So you're going to get some growth in your shoulders for sure. Whereas like a natty person maybe still needs to prioritize their anterior delts if it's a weak point. Mine's not a weak point, not necessarily a super strong point, but lateral delts could definitely use some size to catch up. So we're gonna do some lateral delts. Instead of doing it like on arm day, I used to do arm day, or on back day, I would do lateral delts. But I just do rear delts on back day, on pull day now. You know what I forgot? Cinnamon helps regulate your blood sugar and is delicious with fruit. Man, this mother bucker, I'm really feeling it. I'm starting to get some anxiety. I need to start bumping my blood. Get a good pump. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Close. That was close. I'll never say that last name again on camera. My middle name's Arnold. I used to hate it because I would get called football head from Hey Arnold. Growing up, I've always had a big head. And now I love Arnold because Arnold is a bodybuilder. Austrian accent. It's hard to do. It sounds sexy. I'm coming. Bump. Feels like I'm coming all the time. I'll figure out that quote. I gotta look up that quote again. From Bumping Iron, a great documentary on Arnold. His series too on Netflix was amazing. If you're an Arnold fan, which if you're for some reason watching me, you probably are an Arnold fan. Evan Arnold, Leo Life Fitness. My lips are all sticky now from the protein shake. My heart rate's normal, but it's like, I'm feeling this anxiety. Ooh, window tint would be a good idea. Window tint. I need to do that. That's something you should do immediately when you buy a car, but it's not that expensive and it helps so much with this Florida heat. CapCut I use for my video editing, and they have this option to transcribe the entire video or a clip, whatever. And what it does is it can identify all the words you've said, so it can add captions, but two, it also recognizes filler words and gaps in between your talking. So it helps you with clips because now this 15-minute portion of driving to the gym can get condensed into 10 minutes, and it just deletes all the gaps and it cuts in between all the talking and lack thereof talking. So when I say too much, it cuts that out, and when I have a gap, it's supposed to cut that out too. So maybe it probably did right there. But the issue is that it sometimes cuts way too much, or it'll cut off words. And it's like, no, I wanted you to hear the rest of that sentence, but because I'm trying to focus on driving, I can't multitask at all. If I were chewing bubblegum right now, it'd be even worse. So it starts, I lose my train of thought so much, so easily. I think I just get nervous on camera still. Let's see. So it's too bright outside when it does the auto ISO. So let's see if it's too dark inside or if it's perfect. Starts out dark, should start brightening up on its own. It is not. That is actually because there's sunlight on me, not because of the camera. Not too bad, I guess. All right, let's see here. I'm so lucky I always get princess parking here. It's just not too packed. This is a good time of day too. There we go. Beautiful. Alrighty, I'll see you guys inside. Whew. I love this machine. I always try to grab it, even if it's not usually my first chest movement. I like to do it because it's so popular. Oh, it's a fly machine, but it's not with cables, and it's really nice. It really helps with the upper chest because it's at an upward incline on the bench. And it's easier for me to do this by myself because I don't need a spotter versus the bench where I do need a spotter. And if the Smith machine is taken, you know, this is the next best thing. Wow. Oh, I'm impressed. I did not expect to do that well. Oh. Wow, that was really fucking good. Damn. Holy shit. All right, I guess we're gonna do 2 plates. Wow, wow, wow. I'm impressed. So my chest is still sore from 2 days ago, from the chest day I just had. Man, I'm really starting to finally see some upper chest on this side. The left side has better muscle bellies on the upper chest. Here at the clavicular head, you can see these striations poke out, whereas on this side it's not so much. What's good about this side though is it's really separated from the mid-pec, so it looks pretty good when they do pop out. So 2 plates is usually my max on this, but after that set, I think I might be able to do either one more set of 2 plates or even bump up and just see what happens. Oh, all right. I had to give myself full 3 minutes of rest on this one. Oh, damn. Ooh, definitely still the max. We're gonna do one more set of that at 2 plates. Ooh, that was really good. Man. Fuck. That's really, really good. I'm really, really happy with that. Oh, I think I mentally broke on that 10th rep. I think I could have done at least a half ski, but it's really important to keep the tension going, because when you stop like I did and tried to do one more, it's hard to send signals for more motor units from your central nervous system. Once you're shot mentally, it's really hard to activate that fucking inner demon that just pushes through. Plates. I did 9.5 fish ski on my 3rd set. So my goal with this is 5 to 8. That's the minimum for hypertrophy. And typically the best rep range anyway for hypertrophy, because that means you're putting on more mechanical tension from lifting a heavier weight as opposed to a weight that you're able to do 8 to 12 reps with. So for hypertrophy specific training, the heavier the better. All right. Oh, I kind of dropped too fast on that 8th rep. Wow. I cannot believe we did that. All right, that was fucking solid. Ooh, time to do a good tricep movement. Might do some push downs or skull crushers. Kind of hard to record skull crushers because it's a little crowded in that area right now. All right, this is one of my favorites, the push downs. I'm gonna start doing close grip bench press on the Smith as the equivalent to this. I feel like this is just getting kind of boring for me, but I don't know. I want to try something new. It's the same goal. I'm trying to do some overhead extensions too. My favorite is skull crushers. I mean, I've never been more sore than when I do skull crushers. All right. God, I'm still so sore. 3, 4. 8. Oh, my hat was getting in the way. That was messing me up. Woo. That was good. Actually, I'm surprised that I did 115. We can definitely bump up to 130. Man. God, the tricep pump's pretty good. Get that hat though out of the way. 130, so some pretty serious weight, honestly. Pretty impressed. All right. Whew. Got a little bit of elbow pain, but it's me being sore though. It's not. I don't think it's bad pain. I think it's okay pain. I think it's good pain, safe pain. All right. Oh, last set. Let's go. That protein shake, I keep burping. God. 8. God. Wow. Whoo, baby. That is some fucking weight. Wow. Oh man, I'm impressed. I am so happy with that. That was really good. And I didn't even say that's one benefit to not starting with bench, upper bench, is it uses some tricep in there, which is the point of mixing both in the same workout. On push day, uses chest, but I don't think I would have been able to push that. I'd have been using my triceps in the first workout. That was nice. But something to consider is when you do a benching movement or pressing movement for your first chest set, and then you go and do a tricep, you will not need as much weight, and you can still accomplish the same recruitment, I believe. Motor units, recruitment of motor units. You won't be able to lift the same weight, but I think you're still tearing and damaging muscle just as much. The point is we're trying to get close to failure, if not at failure. That's what makes the difference between strength training and hypertrophic training. Hypertrophy needs mechanical tension, which develops from heavier weight, but also more than 5 reps, getting close to failure, if not to failure. All right. All right. This is my favorite. This is Hammer Strength Machine brand, and this is their isolateral bench press. What's good about this, I was telling you, now that I've done upper chest, doing my lateral press, it's going to activate some of the already tired fibers up here. What's great about this machine, and why I mentioned the Hammer Strength Machine, is that you can see the plates are up here. So even though I'm pushing completely laterally in front of me, the weight is at the top of the movement. And so, like literally, physically, it's up here. And what that does is it causes most of the tension to be at the beginning or the bottom of the rep. So when I'm in my fully stretched position is how heavy it is, where most of the tension is. And we want to have a lot of tension on the stress position for hypertrophy training. Okay. Oh man, am I tired. All right, let's do this. This is gonna be heavy. All right. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Oh wow. It's 2 plates plus 25 on each side. Man, that was heavy. Okay. Might have to call it, man. Yeah, we'll do wow. Yeah, let's do some lateral delts, and then we'll do dips. I don't have a weight belt to do weighted dips, but honestly, I'm gonna be so cooked, so I won't be able to do many dips anyway. Dips are amazing because they do both chest and tricep. I kind of lean forward, making a little bit of a chest focus, but I still get nice and deep though for a tricep stretch. Yeah, we have to start moving along here. I do like to, especially if I was shirtless or wearing a tank top, to really expose my traps and my shoulders. I'm trying to not make this trap focus, and a way to do that is to pinch your back, shoulder blades together, like you're pinching a pencil, and slightly adjusting your hips so that you're leaning slightly forward. I even like to keep my arm humerus bone a little bit more towards in front of me. You're okay, thank you. I also like to keep my arm in front of me slightly, and I really feel it on the lateral delts a lot. Even if you're using some anterior delt doing this, depends on your shoulder pain. For me, I'd rather activate a little bit of anterior delt on accident instead of trap or causing some sort of impingement or potential injury to my shoulder, because these can cause a lot of pain for me for some reason if I do them incorrectly. But it's so rewarding if I do them correctly. You know, I really feel the mechanical tension, and this is a great machine because it lifts up to 150 pounds. I mean, that's amazing. Actually 165 if you turn the dial. So, I mean, there's no way I'm gonna be grabbing 80-pound dumbbells and doing, 160 pounds bilaterally with dumbbells. All right, let's see here. I'm at 130 now.
So we're doing our last 2 sets. Six, 7, 8, 10, 15. Oh. Whew. Oh. Yeah, I try to hit 15 on these instead of 8 to 12. The shoulders, I don't know, I always feel like I want to go to 15. I'd rather do a little bit less weight because I just don't want to, again, hurt myself. You know, this is already pretty heavy weight, I suppose. You know, it's all relative, but it's better to not take that risk with something that just, you know, it's one thing to hurt your chest, but that doesn't really affect your biceps or your legs or your core. If I hurt my shoulders, that affects my chest, shoulders, triceps, biceps. You know, it can even affect some core work if I use my arms in order to cause more mechanical tension, like if I'm doing rope pull downs with crunches. All right, 150 pounds. Let's try to get some really good form on this. Man, I am feeling exhausted. I have therapy in 50 minutes, so I need to start wrapping things up. I'm gonna have all the endorphin rush and tell my therapist I feel amazing. Just kidding, we're gonna talk about our problems. Life is pain. Just kidding. All right. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. God. Focus, focus. What is going on? Is that my vision? Is that the camera lens? All right. Oh, baby. Ugh. I'm hearing some shoulder crunching. Yeah. Might have been, you know what? I don't feel like I did form good on that one. One of my favorite movements is just, you gotta, for me, for my anatomy, it's important when you're picking a workout that feel good matters. And something I really respect with Jeff Nippard and a lot of other people's S to F tier lists on workouts is feel good as a category. It has to be factored in. So if I'm not feeling, like when I do dumbbell lateral raises, unless I'm doing chest supported Y lateral raises where you make like a Y in front of you instead of doing the side lateral raises. Side lateral raises with dumbbells, I always seem to be hurting myself, especially my right shoulder specifically. It just doesn't seem to matter how I'm lifting them, how little weight I can do, as little as 15 pounds, and start to feel pain. So, feel good matters. All right. Ooh, just got a Uber Eats notification. I've used it one time. Why are the notifications on? There's no way I approved of that. Non-consensual notifications telling me that there's carne asada at Chipotle. I didn't need to know that. We're cutting. If you get double protein, it counterbalances the fats and the carbs. At least that's what I tell the gains. Or should I say the gains tell me? All right. Doing some dips. We're gonna do our last 2 sets of this. Body weight, I do not have a weighted belt or anything. I could just grab a dumbbell, to be honest, and hold it in between my legs. but I honestly never can do more than 24 times anyway. So I don't even know if I'll hit 15 or 18 on this one. And then on the last one, hopefully hit 15 or 12. Because I mean, I am 190 pounds, so it's not like... Oh, all right. Enough rest. We are doing this more tricep focus, by the way. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh man. Ooh, some half skis in there. Whew. Oh yeah. 150 heart rate, wow. Already 136, never mind. Wow. That feels good. All that anxiety's gone from the pre-workout. Oh. Only 300 milligrams of caffeine, but you know what? I haven't used that mother bucker in a while. I've been pretty much just loyal to the Woke AF. Oh, that was nice. I love working out so much. It's really awesome in this gym. We have a lot of bodybuilders in here, are just like really fit people. It's really motivating when you see so much success from fitness, and it's free in a sense. You know, like we can all do calisthenics. We can all get that $15 pull-up bar and you know, $50 dumbbell set that goes from 1 to 50. You know, you can do so much with so little. All it takes is, you know, just daily work, one day at a time. I think we focus too much on making fitness our personality, or thinking if we don't give it 110%, that it's not worth it. But there's no medication or even diet plan that will help you with longevity and living a healthier life than working out. Cardiovascular health and hypertrophy are king. You know, they're all just long-term aids though. You can't, you know, somebody has really high cholesterol, or let's do a better one, like blood pressure issues or diabetic issues. You know, working out is more of a diet and exercise, or more of a long-term cure, but they are a cure, remedy, versus you can just take metformin or a GLP-1 and immediately help your A1C or diabetic issues. You can instantly take beta blockers, calcium channel blockers to lower your heart rate or help your blood pressure. You know, hydrochlorothiazide for, you know, diuretics to help lower your blood pressure, you know, immediately, you know, that day. But if you do daily exercise, you know, you'll never need those medications, or at least, you know, you'll be healthier than the guy who's taking those medications, reducing his symptoms, but still relies on them, or else he'll die. You know, if your blood pressure is 200 over 100 without taking your 3 freaking blood pressure medications, you know, you're asking for a stroke the day you forget them or accidentally run out of medication. I think that was so much talking that we can move on to our next set, our last set. So that was like 16 perfect reps, and then the last 4 went 70, 60, 40%. Let's see what we can do. Vascularity on point. Dang it. Okay. Oh my. I let my head lose focus, man. I will say, you know, sometimes being on camera helps me because I'm like, okay, I gotta fucking crush this. I'm being recorded. Or two, the performance anxiety of like, oh fuck, how did that rep look, you know? So we're gonna wrap up that set and move on. We'll do some lateral delts next. Oh man, I'm starting to feel the end of the workout. It's been about 90 minutes. I don't know how people do less than 2 hours, honestly. If you're doing 3 workouts per muscle group and you're doing 2 muscles, you're probably going to be doing, you know, 15 minutes per set. I mean, per workout. If you're doing at least 4 sets and a warm-up set or 3 working sets. All right, let's stop talking. Let's get into it. All right. So arms slowly forward, pinch your back. Man, I am impressed. 105 pounds. I mean, we are upgrading, man. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right. It's really hard to keep yourself in the game when you're cutting, bro. It's different. It's just different. This is what makes having a coach, especially during competition prep, because this is the challenge, is doing your absolute best when your body is begging you to please stop. All right. That was a triple pulley system. That's why it's so smooth. All right. I like to stick my chest up too. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Oh, my fingers gave out before my shoulders did. Or what I could do to change that. All right, let's do. Still got a little bit of time. I think I want to do a upper chest press of some sort, maybe an anterior delt press, and then tricep pull rope. Do some decline flies. I was not able to find the interior press that I wanted. All of them are being used. The Smith machine's being used. I could do dumbbells, but I tend to hurt myself with dumbbells. And thought I just, since we did some dips, activating a little bit of chest in there, I'm going to do just finish off my chest with some flies. Then we'll do some cable rope extensions and finish this up. This is my last set of this. We got to start wrapping it up. Then we got to talk about our feelings. This has a back support, by the way. All right, certainly not lightweight. Definitely our last set. Let's do this. Oh man. Man, okay, that was heavier than I thought it was gonna be. Alright, we're done with this. Oh my god, I feel amazing. Oh. Just gonna do 2 quick sets for triceps and see if we can pull off some posing. But God. Oh, lighting is much better, okay. Never used this rope before. All right. Gonna show off the Vital apparel here. I love trust the process, comfortably uncomfortable. They have all these little slogans, gratitude. Really, they're 2 guys that, you know, both struggling with their mental health and found fitness, and fitness just, it's the #1 antidepressant in the world, you know, going from suicidal ideation to I can do anything I put my mind to, you know, this esteemable lifestyle. You know, you're just constantly making yourself proud with every new feat that you accomplish or overcome, you know. All right, so now I should be able to do 60 because this handle, the one with the red handles, I like the stoppers at the end so that I don't have to worry so much about gripping hard enough. All right. Last set. All done here. Let's get to hopefully some posing. All right, we are mounted, we are set up. Wow, I feel so good about that chest day and tricep day. The only changes I would make was a little crunch on time. I still actually did 2 hours. I just made it to my therapy appointments. It was virtual, so I just ran to my car and got on Zoom. Had an awesome session. I even got emotional, but it was tears of joy and some grief. I struggled with addiction, and I struggled with crystal meth addiction. I was an IV drug user, and it was very difficult. I'm almost 10 months sober now, and it's been such a journey. It is for everyone who struggles with addiction, but there's the depth of despair it brings you to. It's really heartbreaking to be a part of. And I got emotional because I was remembering where I came from, the beginning of my sobriety, how hard it was, how rough crystal meth addiction is, especially intravenously. How do you know that if you look at the statistics, it's like 3% of people become sober the rest of their life. And thanks to AA and CMA, the 12-step program, and finding God and spirituality and self-reflection, becoming self-aware of what I was trying to mask, what pain I was trying to run from. It's been a long 2 years in the making, actually. This month is my second year at sobriety. Honestly, my first 7 months, I tried, but I was trying for the wrong reasons. And this time, I actually surrendered and listened to my therapists, my group therapy, my one-on-one, my sponsor. And so today's session, reflecting on being able to give back to the world and the self-centered, not that I was this crazy self-centered guy, but it's a very selfish disease. And I no longer live that life. I really thought that was it for me. I thought that I'll never be able to stop. I thought that I'm gonna suffer until I die. I'm just gonna keep using until I die, and there's no way I can stop. Now instead, I see sobriety forever. I will never use again. And relapse is certainly a part of addiction, and we hopefully learn from every single one, but we can also be done forever. And luckily, I stopped so young at the age of 29, 30 now, and hopefully I'll be 30 years sober when I'm 60. I plan on, you could have slowed down, dude. I plan on dying sober. It's a beautiful thing that 12-step program provides. I definitely like making sobriety normal and addiction normal, meaning awareness. It's a part of our culture. It is the human condition. People have this disease. And also, you can all relate to addiction. We all get addicted to everything, and even to a point where it hinders us and we want to stop, but we don't. Food addictions and even procrastination, laziness can be addictive. Pity parties. Who doesn't love a good pity party, dude? Isolating. We can all relate to having sad boy hours, sad girl hours. You can be addicted to things and not have a problem with addiction. It can be a temporary thing. Oh, I wish I could back up for you, buddy. Is this guy gonna let me back up? We got some Florida drivers being Florida drivers. Please don't hit my truck. So my life in sobriety now, I am sober. I go to meetings every day. I journal. I'm a firefighter paramedic full time. I was able to keep my career because my brothers and sisters helped me. Oh, please don't hit my car, please. Fuck. Literally everybody had to back up for these two guys, but it's okay. Because now I've learned to pause, and I've learned not to react. I'm going to get home safely. I'm gonna manifest it. So let me repeat that. My life in sobriety now, my life today is just what makes me feel, what makes me get emotional. I have a full-time career with brothers and sisters at my fire department who love me dearly, and I love them, and I can be an asset to them now. I can bring myself to the, I can bring my, I'm trying to sound smart here. Let's stop that. Let's just be authentic. I can be an asset now instead of a liability. Grace is sort of gone. I cannot use again. It's just not fair to anyone, but it's flat out dangerous. I'm not going to put my brothers and sisters through that ever again. I can pay my bills. I work a second career. I do personal training, online coaching. I'm able to make content online to try and promote myself and create workout programs I'm going to try and sell. I have aspirations for the future. I have dreams. I have goals. I have ambition. And all of that was almost gone. I would not have thought, I truly believed it was over for me. February 11th is my sobriety date, 2025. And I never thought I could recover. I have community today. I have my sober family, hundreds. I know so many people now in sobriety. I have my fire family, again, hundreds. I have my regular, normal human beings that can party hardy and stop, who love me dearly. And I'm just so fortunate. I mean, people that can be a part of my safety net, be a part of my, what do you call it? My support network. There we go. Something that we were discussing today in therapy was using that support network. You tend to just suffer in silence, is how he said it. Suffer in silence is very normal for men. And men tend to feel lonely, and we don't talk about our problems. We don't want to burden others. We want to only provide. And interdependence, the balance between hyper independence and codependence, is stronger together. And there's a perfect balance of using others to make better decisions, to lift some of the weight for you so it's not so heavy and all on you. We have strength in numbers, and we just got to use it. It's hard to feel worthy of using it. It's hard to trust. That's been my issue, is just I don't want to rely on others. I want to be able to do it all on my own. But the reality is I am not as strong as I think I am. I'm not as smart as I think I am. What's better than one brain? Two brains. What's better than one experiences? Man, I wish you could see this beautiful city, the sunset. You can kind of see it in the background there. It's beautiful. I'm excited. I just got 2 videos, 2 days in a row, back to back, which is going to make for a lot of TikToks, which is good for me. It makes Instagram content. I think if I can keep this up, doing, maybe I don't have to do 5 videos a week because I can't film at the fire department, but because we do 24-hour shifts 2 days a week, days a week. Maybe if I can one day get to that, that'll be pretty awesome. That's hella content. Do that every single day. Hopefully keep learning of what I like, what I don't like, what sends out my message, what doesn't. So there's a big part of me that just, God, you're so exposed when you're an Amazon driver. This guy's whole door is gone. You can see their Amazon shorts. It's UPS delivery guys, the booty shorts. So I thought about, my message, what am I trying to, what the need? I'm wanting to develop and monetize a following. I need to give something. And it could be as simple as, a lot of people are just creative and fun to watch. That could be me, how fun and authentic and easy that must feel to just be yourself and people seem to like it. Or do I deliver fitness and fun and try to make healthy, attractive, and worth going for? There's a lot of positive influences, and I'd love to be a part of that. A positive guy, and being a breath of fresh air for people is something I think we do need. That's certainly a need. We'll never not need that. You guys ever get your car washed, truck washed, and they do a bad fucking job? Brother, these windows need to be wiped down. I'm literally gonna have to clean these windows myself, and my seats. I made some things for Thanksgiving, and one of them was a dessert, and had maple syrup, and the syrup fucking got all over the place, and I'm gonna have to wipe it down more. Until they wiped it, but it's whatever cleaning product they used did not get it out. I was able to do a sauna as well. Oh my goodness, the sauna is such a must. If you can do 20 minutes, it's kind of difficult. This sauna is nice and hot, so I love, because I know I'm reaping the benefits of it, but it's good for you. Helps prevent so many cardiac disorders, heart disease, heart failure, coronary artery disease, plaque buildup. It's almost as good as cardio in some regards when it comes to just the health benefits alone, not necessarily for weight loss, of course. I recorded the sauna, and it said I burned like calories, which I'm like, because I did 20 minutes and my heart rate was 120 the whole time. And my average heart rate, it got a little higher near the end, but there's no way I burned that many calories. It's interesting though. Hello. Come on over. My neighbor's coming over. All right, guys, I love you. Bye.